Hey guys, hold on. Let me light one up. Ah, I don't smoke. I vape. Ha! You know, I've realized that even with an e-juice that is not my kind of e-juice, it's still better than smoking those stinkies. Alright, today we are reviewing Bledan Lotus by Mad Murdocks. Now, this juice is exactly like the name. It's very floral. Okay, this is like vaping on a flower. So hence the name Lotus. Now I do taste coconut and hints of lemon lime, which I taste the coconut before I taste the lemon lime. The lemon lime is very, very subtle. You can barely taste it, but if you look for it, you'll find it. Coconut is basically the exhale. The floral is usually the inhale, and same along with the lemon lime is the inhale, but you can only taste the lemon lime if you're looking for it. Alright, this is a 50-50 blend. I got a 15 milliliter because I only wanted to try it. They're $12 on Mad Murdocks Vape and Watch website. Vape and Watch is the distributor. They now own the license to make their juices, so they're all made by Vape and Watch now. You can still get them through Mad Murdocks, but it's kind of difficult since they are not a U.S. vendor. But Vape and Watch, same exact recipe, same exact style, same exact flavorings, everything. I believe they get all their flavorings from Matt Murdock himself, and they make the juice themselves. So these juices come in 0, 10, 20 milligrams nicotine. This is a 10 milligram nicotine, but in my own opinion, it don't feel like a 10. This stuff is so smooth that I'm getting the nicotine I need without picking up a stinky. Even though 6 milligrams and 3 milligrams in a dripper, still I would not pick up those stinkies because they are bad. Bad for you, just plain out bad. Alright, now this, here, let me take a vape. Let's see if I can describe the flavor a little more better. Hold on. Why, what's up?
What time does Paradise Liquor close? 9?
Yeah. They close either 8 or 9 o'clock. Sorry. We're planning on drinking tonight. But looks like we're getting some Jack Daniels. Now, let's try that again. Sorry. I get interrupted every time someone comes in the room. It's just a habit. Now, I'm getting more of a kind of a flower potpourri. You know, dried out flowers. You know how they smell? That's exactly how it tastes. The exhale is kind of the same, but not as bad as the inhale. But you get a hint of coconut with that. The inhale, I'm getting a little bit of lemon lime, very little, not really enough to notice it if you're not looking for it. But if you look for it, you'll notice it. Now, it's smooth. It's like vaping on a dripper with a 3 milligram nicotine, and this is a 10 milligram nicotine. Really smooth liquids. I appreciate the way Mad Murdock designed this liquid because it is absolutely delicious. Yet, even though bledan Lotus is not my kind of vape, it is a very good liquid. I would rate it an 8 out of 10 as far as flavor. Um, Now, I'm going to go back to the Mad Murdock's radiator fluid. Even in a glass tank, I found that on the sub tank, which I'm highly disappointed on their insulators on the positive post. The radiator pluid turns them to goo. This is my favorite liquid. I cannot put this down. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with the flavor, but it melted my insulator. I'm highly disappointed. Um, which brings me to think that they're not Delrin or Peak. I prefer Peak because, you know, higher temperatures and more durability. But it melted my insulator, turned it to a gooey, nasty looking thing. I mean, it's not bad. You can still use it. It's just, how do I know I'm not vaping chemicals when that insulator is turning into goo? How do I know it's not releasing chemicals into my liquid? I don't know that. So I put it down, and now I can only use it in my drippers, which this is 10 milligrams of nicotine. I don't want to use it in my dripper because it's not max VG. It's a 50-50 blend. I got it specifically for tanks. Now, on the other hand, bledan lotus is not that bad. I would vape it, but would I buy it again? No, I would not, because it's not my preferred flavor. Do I like it? I'm on average with it. It's not like I don't like it, but it's not like I like it either. It's something that vapes really well, really good flavor. But now, what I have noticed that in the coil heads, the replaceable coil heads with the radiator fluid, you can vape it in this, and it won't harm anything in here. As far as the bledan lotus, you don't have to worry about anything. It won't melt your insulators like the radiator fluid will. Now, I'm a big fan of Mad Murdocks now. I have found that I like most of their liquids. My next review is going to be on the Maharaj, which I have that on order. Or, what is it, 710, something like that. But I want to review all their flavors. When I first vaped on the radiator fluid, I was like, wow, amazing, love it. I love black licorice flavors, but I've never had an e-liquid that tastes on point. Sorry if I'm getting radiator fluid in this review, but it's just, I need to let y'all know what it does to sub-tanks on the RBA sections. I only put one tank. I just used that little bit that's in the bottle. This is a 15 milliliter bottle, and it damaged my insulator. Really, I mean, not bad. It only took maybe that little bit off on all four of the sides of my insulator. I had to dig it all out, get that out of there, and it was a mess. But the insulator's still intact. I can still use my sub tank. But the only bad thing is they do not have replaceable insulators for the sub tank yet, as far as I know. Oh, let me let you know what ohms I'm vaping on. I'm vaping on a 0.8 ohm with 22 watts at 4.2 volts. 4.2 volts is the highest voltage I will go as far as a 0.8. I mean, just as far as any kind of build I have. The lowest I'll go is a 3.7 volt, meaning that's the exact output you're supposed to use on a battery, is 3.7 volts. That's the optimum performance for any kind of battery, and it gives you a nice vape. Let's see, I'll reduce it down to 3.7 volts, which should leave me around 17 watts. 16.5 watts. all I gotta say is, Mad Murdock, you definitely nailed it with flavor. I mean, this is the only juice I've had so far that I can taste every single bit of the flavor. That's the only juice I've ever had that has done that for me. Usually, if I vape on a flavor long enough, I lose the taste for it. But with these, I don't. Let's put an example out there. White Label, Suicide Bunny, Cutwood. Actually, Cutwood's up there with Mad Murdocks. My bad. But those other companies I mentioned, you put those in a tank, you get vapor tongue, you're gonna lose the taste. You will lose the taste. You will not be able to taste the liquids. Not as good as they were before. But with Mad Murdocks, you get full-on flavor with every vape. Even if you have vapor tongue, you will still taste your juice. That's how well these juices are. The fact that Mad Murdock's Radiator Pluid kind of disappointed me. Flavor's outstanding. Everything's outstanding. It's just, it melted my insulator. It's not y'all's fault. I'm thinking it's the Kinger sub tank, the way they built the insulator on it. I'm not sure what kind of material they used for the insulator, but I'm thinking it's Delrin, but I'm also thinking it's plastic. Since it basically biodegraded down into a goo, kind of gets me thinking, what material is that? Is it safe to vape? I am not sure. Now, that concludes my review on this juice. It is a good juice. It's an amazing juice. It's just not my preferred flavor. But Vape and Watch, you definitely nailed this one. I appreciate you getting the contract to make these juices yourself, the license for them, or the copyright, because that was a very good choice on your part, and I am thanking Mad Murdock for allowing you guys to make this juice, because without that, I would have never had the privilege to try these juices. Now, as far as everything else, vape safe. Don't pick up any cigs. They are nasty. I don't care what you say. Any juice, even straight vegetable glycerin, is better than picking up a cigarette. I mean, don't do it. It's bad for you. This right here is considered analog. Don't pick them up. They're nasty. My girlfriend still uses these, and I bash her for it all the time. I've purchased e-cigs for her before. She uses them, but she still continues to smoke. They'll give you cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, mouth cancer. I mean, not only that, there's high levels of formaldehyde in these just analog cigarettes. It's just not good for you. Now, I'm not saying vaping is completely safe either, but it's a lot safer than cigarettes. Alright, peace out guys. Vape on. Have a great day.